Okay guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk about my favorite scam baiter, who is Pierogi from Scammer Payback. Um, so, he does a series of videos, as you can see, and what he does and what he likes to do is he likes to delete files. So we're going to look at this video right here. So what their common tactics are is they like to, what they do when they find a mark is they like to scam them into installing some kind of remote access software like AnyDesk or TeamViewer or something to that effect. And then that's how they gain control of the computers. So what Pierogi does is he has a virtual machine set up that they can come in and play around in, and it's not going to mess them up. But what he's doing in the background is deleting their files. Hashtag delete their files. So let's look.
These scammers get completely destroyed. I know their names, location.
We're going to pause. And Pierogi, I love you, man. So if you want any type of payment for me using your videos, I'm cool with that. So let's go.
Call their victims and delete all their files. A lot of you don't know how these scams work. I'm going to break it down. They call their email posing as Amazon.
Thank you for getting connected with Amazon Prime Services. This is Max Cooper. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi Max. I just hit one. There's something about Amazon.
The idea is that you've been charged with a Prime subscription, and you can either accept the charge or cancel.
And today is an auto renewal day, and it will cost you around $39.99.
I think I'll cancel, please.
Okay, so let's pause here and break down what they do. So what they do is, like, say somebody gets charged with Amazon or eBay or some other service like Norton. And what they typically like to do is promote their links on Google and on Bing and places like that. So when you're searching for eBay customer support, their number pops up first, so you call them and they get you to unknowingly install remote access software on your machine, and then they're in. So let's take a look.
For the cancellation, they need to access your computer. How do they do this? By getting you to download remote access applications like AnyDesk, UltraViewer, or TeamViewer. Unfortunately for them, they're connecting to my PC, which is a virtual world where I control everything.
Just look at the lower left-hand side bottom corner. You can see a red color file is getting downloaded, right? Anydex.exe.
Yeah, it says anydex.exe.
So these guys typically, they talk a certain way. They say AnyDex instead of AnyDesk. And basically what Pierogi does is he has a virtual machine where he's taken out certain backdoors within his virtual Windows machine, stuff that they would normally exploit. So a lot of them have moved to using AnyDesk, TeamViewer, and things like that. So let's look.
Once they give me access to their system, I can find things like scam scripts, accounts, or even victim lists. Here, they had 2,000 folders containing about 7,000 files that we're about to gently remove from their system.
So what he means is, while they're in the front end getting him to, like, go into his bank account or things like that, he's in the back door into their system deleting their files. Hashtag delete their files.
Please little bit down.
And then what?
You need to just fill up the form.
All of this information? Or...
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what you saw there for a second was a Google form. We used to have them at Uber. It was how we sent support tickets to Uber support and accounts that needed access above a level that we could currently handle so they can handle. So, but those forms can be used for legitimately anything to gain information on you, such as your name, address, and phone number. So let's look.
So you need to do this
Have
now?
you filled the form now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now he's confirming the deletion of 7,228 files and 2,386 folders in that dialog. He's deleting the file he's deleting is they got me doing it. Desktop INI. What that is it's an initialization file that holds user accounts. So basically, by doing this, he is locking them out of their own computer. And this is funny. So let's have a look.
So the scammer is muted. What you're seeing right now is their screen watching hours. One of the cool things too is if they're using a phone where you can hear audio through their desktop, we should be able to record that as well. So even if they mute us, if the audio is going through this computer, through the desktop, then we should be able to hear it later on down the road, which is
Okay, so I'm going to pause it here because another thing he likes to do is he learned Hindi, because a lot of these scammers operate out of India and like regions where Hindi's the language, so they speak broken English, as you could tell. So sometimes he uses the Hindi just to decipher them cussing him out over the phone. So let's look.
it's kind of cool.
So just reconfirm the last 4 digits of your account number. That is 9118. Is
Yes.
it correct, Teresa?
That is correct.
Okay. All right.
So they just exited me out of
Like the
India.
jack-o'-lantern.
So he might be a little nervous right now. The scammer that we just destroyed, like his computer's off, his AnyDesk is off, like it's done. Also,
So what he did, and I'll explain that because I'm a computer nerd. So when he deleted the desktop INI file, which accesses the user's account in C/Windows/users, so that's the link up file to the user's account, which is the usernames and passwords file. So with that disconnected, the scammer got spooked because he got logged out of his computer and he didn't know why.
So with this information, we found that the manager of the floor's name is Asif. So we like to throw
Asif.
that name in while we're messing with his scammer buddy Max Cooper.
He was awesome.
Halloween LLC, guys.
Server.
Oh, okay.
Sewer.
So
They say
did you see your
sewer.
the 9-digit ID?
Yes, Asif. What is Asif saying about this?
Error. Check that out. Error.
Sorry, what name you heard?
ASIF. Asif.
That's a strange name. Never heard about it.
Liar.
Back to the scam. Cancellation form filled out. Now it's time for the refund. This is the main part of the scam.
So just that 40.
So since he's not explaining it, I'll explain it. And this is why a lot of bank websites stopped using basic HTML. Because what they would do is they would go in there, they would blank the victim's screen with another piece of software that they scammed them into installing. And while their screen is dark, they'll make up some excuse like, yeah, that's just the software working, sir. But what they're doing in the background is they're editing the HTML F11 view source, and they go in there and they make it look like they put thousands of dollars into the account. So what they look for when they're looking for a mark is they're looking for somebody with a lot of money that can get it out. And the scam goes, they might have you go buy gift cards, Best Buy, eBay, just something that they could use to take your money. So let's go ahead and listen to Pierogi here.
No
Okay.
extra zeros, no dollar signs.
40. Okay.
Wait, Teresa. I don't see 40 over there. By any chance, did you put some extra zeros?
I'm filling out the
So that's the scam. He purposely put that in to make it look to the scammer that they gave him too much money. So if you look there at that highlighted line on the Chase Bank money transfer portal, which is funny because it's actually, this is actually when he's typing these commands into DOS here, it's messing with a fake bank site that they set up that the scammer's actually looking at. And that's what they see $40,000. When he types that, he's running a script that edits his web page in real time, and he could set it for any amount the script will do.
A refund of $40, the scammers added zeros at the end right before submitting. This all depends on how much money is in your account. For example, if you had $5,000, the scammers would add 2 zeros to make it a $4,000 refund. If you had $50,000, they would add 3 zeros to make it a $40,000 refund.
And so what that does is basically when the unsuspecting victim goes to their bank, they're withdrawing their actual money, and they're either putting it in gift cards, which they give the codes back to the scammers. And they think that they blissfully got their $40 refund, but in reality, they just lost $4,000.
Now I owe $39,960 because of this mistake.
40,000 has been transferred into your checking account. Do you see it?
Wait, 40,000? I need to figure out what's going on here.
You transfer the money. So for that, I'll just give you the account information right away.
So what they normally do, since it's all a scam, maybe those were the command scripts from the scammer themselves in the background as they edited the web page. Because not a lot of them are too bright in HTML. And check out the cool jack-o'-lantern that Pierogi has. In the oven that says error, error, error. Oh, there's more jack-o'-lanterns. Hey.
Okay. So don't say anything to your bank that you are sending money or returning the money to Amazon. So get dressed. In the meanwhile, I am on the line.
The reason why the scammer says don't tell anybody is because that's a red flag to any retailer. That if they say they're getting them for Amazon, that's a red flag that goes up in the retailer's mind. It says don't send them the money. That's if they've already purchased the cards.
Because in case if you need any help, I can simply guide you over.
Okay, so you need me to do that right now, Asif?
Yes.
Okay.
For smaller amounts of money, the scammers will ask for gift cards, but in this case, they're going to have us do a wire transfer. So we're going to pretend like we're headed to the bank. Now,
so what they do is they'll do wire transfers, or they'll have money mules in the States, and they'll send the cash wrapped in aluminum foil in a box to a money mule that will take their part of the fee for collecting it and send the rest to the scammer.
Obviously, I'm not going to be going to get money, but I am going to let the scammer know that I know exactly where he is, down to the exact building.
How long have you been working at Amazon?
Me, it's been only 2 years now.
You kind of like work from home, essentially, or do you go to the
So
office?
he likes to do these things where he puts himself in fake cars like he's driving to the store. Hilarious.
No, I work from the office. So
What building do you work out of? What's the name of your building? Like, the Genesis building, or the NIAS building, or the Matrix building, right?
What building name you said? Yeah.
Those are real building names in Kolkata, India, where these scammers work out of.
Right now you said something about Genesis something.
Yeah, the Genesis. I had a brother that worked in a Genesis building.
Okay, so they work in Amazon you're talking about?
Hold on, I'm pulling in here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Notice how Pierogi got himself a nice Tesla there. Now, for the record, the First Baptist Bank does not exist. It's a fake website that Pierogi set up, so it's not a real bank. It's just an account they can play around in, and they're not messing with real money. He knocked over the trash
No,
can.
what I was saying was, you're not in the Genesis building, because I know they've been having some audio issues.
No.
Okay.
Now, what Pierogi and Kip Boga have done. Now, Kip Boga is another YouTube creator that does these scam bait videos, much like Pierogi. Now, in the last video that I watched, he said he was working with Kip Boga, and they were both trying to take him down. And maybe that was true, because a bunch of those call centers got raided like heavy by the Indian authorities.
All right, so I'm parked outside of my bank.
Do you know the name where you need to send the money? The details?
Yes.
Can you just pronounce the name or you can spell it out?
Now he says on mute for sensitive info, but it's not really sensitive, it's made up. But because the routing number and account number he set up might lead back to a real bank, I doubt it does. Maybe an old account he used to have or something.
Why did you hang up? At this point, they don't care about money. They're spooked. I've been saying their manager's real name. I destroyed their files. And
Hashtag delete their files.
Your exact building, which is in Kolkata Sector 5.
And how he figures that out is he does reverse IP tracing on their IP addresses when they're connected to his virtual machine.
Text Now subscriber you were trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after
Nice. Text now.
the tone.
Hello. This is Pierogi. I just wanted you to know that Asif's files are gone. I just wanted you to know that I know you're in the Godrej Genesis building in Kolkata, West Bengal, India. If you want, there are two options. One, you can not call me back, and we will continue to go after you and expose you and call your victims. Or two, you can call me back, and you can help out a victim. And you can...
Now what he does is he has a series called Call Center Spy, and what he does is he gets into their phone system. And I mean, this is next level Matrix stuff here, but he hacks into their phone system and monitors their calls in real time and scrubs them for information like victims' phone numbers and or email addresses, and gets in contact with them in real time and lets them know they're being scammed.
Save your name. You have two options. Call me back, and happy Halloween. I know you're
Happy Halloween. I deleted all your files.
watching now. That's why
I wanted to say something else.
You can either call me back, or you can not call me back, and we'll continue to expose you. Because I have some numbers.
Halloween LLC. He made this around October.
Hi, ma'am. I just wanted to call you. Has Amazon reached out to you here recently?
Yes.
Okay, that's a scam.
I did not give them any information, those idiots.
Okay, so you didn't let them on your computer or anything either?
No. So
These idiots.
they were asking to get on my computer, and I said, well, what is Amazon's number? And they're like, oh, hold on, let me look.
Right. Okay.
I didn't,
And then they hang
I
up.
did not open anything. I did not type in a link for them because they're dumb.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure because I got your
Another
phone number from
empowered
the scammers
individual.
computer. I assume they called you today. So that's why I was just calling you proactively to make sure that you weren't getting scammed. So I'm glad you did not. It's a lady out of Gainesville, Florida. And she's 63.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am. I just wanted to call you because Amazon scammers have been contacting you. And I wanted to make sure you did not get scammed by them.
I have been, you are correct. I was contacted by them. They were asking about different products or different things that they say I
Order
ordered,
numbers
and
the
I knew
like.
I hadn't ordered it. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's been an issue. It has.
Okay, did they get on your computer and do anything?
So a lot of times they'll call them and say, you ordered for example, a $200 thing from Amazon. And what they want the victim to do is get freaked out. And trying to figure out if the money actually left their account or not.
No.
Okay, so you did not let them access your computer or phone or anything like that?
I didn't let them do anything. No,
Ooh,
sir.
that's what I'm talking
Woo!
about.
That's what
good.
I'm talking
Your
about.
phone number and your email address was on their computer, so that's why I have your information to call you, because I saw that. And
So a lot of times when he shows when he shows us that he's deleting files, before he deletes their files, hashtag delete their files, what he does is he copies all that information onto his hard drive and uses that to call prospective victims or people who had been victimized by them and lost their money.
I just want to make sure you did not get scammed.
No, sir. As far as I know, I don't really trust stuff like that.
Okay.
And I was like, you have to tell me what I ordered.
Correct.
And he couldn't tell me what I ordered.
Of course he couldn't, because he didn't have access to her Amazon account. Let's move on.
And I was like, you're full of shit. And that's what I told him.
You're full of...
He kind of hung up on me.
And then it went doo-doo-doo because they hung up.
If I do come across something, is
Yes,
there
ma'am.
a way I could contact you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You can text me on this number or you can call me. Either way, I'm always here. Always here to help.
Well, you know what? I thank you so much for what you're doing. Somebody needs to get back at these little...
I talked to the guys that you were talking to, and I removed all the files from one of their computers, like completely destroyed it. And
Yeah.
then I knew where they were located, and I started telling them where they were, and they were not very happy with me.
Of course not.
About that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Especially-
that is so cool.
Yeah, especially when I was talking like this. So like they thought that I was like Teresa, but really
I was me.
Pierogi.
Anyway,
I would have to say you sound like a hot female when you talk. That's really cool.
what a sweet lady.
Yeah, very nice lady.
Hacked or scammed.
Got a little sass. I like
Ohio
that.
continues to have raids shutting these call centers
So
down.
2
for
illegal
years.
call centers
Luckily, none of the
busted.
people that we called have lost any money, which is amazing. Please remember when you're out there, be safe and don't get scammed.
And if you want to check out his channel, I highly recommend it. It's Scammer Payback on YouTube. And thanks for watching. And Pierogi, call me buddy.